Yo, what's up, guys? I just made first place at this VIP qualifier, going undefeated, and I played the Goo. And you guys might think this is a regular Despia deck, but with the help of Cam, the man Neil, I was able to build like a crazier deck list that I think it's probably one of the best ways to play the Despia deck right now. This deck literally feels like Sky Striker Orcus, and it's because of a certain card in my deck. But let's walk right into it, okay? This is pure Despia with no Brave, okay? So if you guys like pure deck lists, this is it. It's 42 cards total, so 3 Allure. Okay, I don't think I need to explain Allure. This card is that bread and butter. I played 2 Tragedy. I think that's pretty standard in pure. I thought about playing 3, but I think 2 was like a good number. I played 1 Dramaturge, 1 Ad Libitum. So these are all the Despia monsters, 7 in total. I added Dramaturge because it's an extra body that puts your opponent at a better life points threshold for your Masquerade. And it's also like very its effect to negate stuff is also really relevant. So I like that a lot. Like the 3K body is actually crazy because it also beats over Griffin too. So yeah, it's just seven Despia monsters in total. Then we have 3 Fall of Albazes. So this is kind of different than what a lot of people are doing, but I think that like you need to hard draw Fall of Albaz because Fall of Albaz is a card that you can poly with if you get Ash on Brand Diffusion. I think the way people play the deck right now is to go Brand Diffusion and Prey, right? But I think the way we play the deck is Brand Diffusion is a nice bonus if it resolves, but it shouldn't be the primary focus of having it resolved. So I play 3 Albaz because I want to draw it because I can use Poly with the Albaz to end on the full board regardless. Then now for the Spice. Triple Tri-Brigade Mercurier. This card is literally insane. I played 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I played 5 mirror matches. And I didn't lose. I did not lose. And I'm telling you, this card is insane. Now, let me explain why this card is crazy. So, Tri-Brigade Mercurier is a card that, when it's banished, can add you any card that mentions Fall of Albaz in its text or Albaz itself, right? It's also a really good card because whenever your opponent activates a monster deck, you can just negate it. So the reason why you play 3 is because I play Allure of Darkness, and that's the Spice. But it's also because Mercurier can, like in the mirror match, this card is very powerful at stopping your opponent effects. So you can negate their Ad Libitum, which I actually did in the mirror match to win. So they can't summon back their Mirror Jade. You can go end phase, use the Tri-Brigade monster to add Mercurier to your hand, then use this to negate their Albion from getting them pluses. You can also use this to negate their Mirror Jade. Like, it's just an insane card. I actually Mercurier my opponent Mercuriered me, and I Mercuriered their Mercurier. That's how crazy this card was. And then, like, there was just so many applications of this card that was just absolutely crazy. And because I play Snow, this card is always giving me free pluses. And then for the rest of like the Fall of Albaz named monsters, I play 1 Kit and 1 Shrouded Dragon, just because Kit is an extra. So like there's a lot of lines in which like you go opening summon Alibur, add like a Branded Spell and Trap, and then you can normal Kit after, and then you use Kit to get a plus. And like if you banish Mercurier can now grab you Kit, which you can normal the Kit and get you another plus. And you can get it's also a free special summon if you control any fusion monster with Fall of Albaz in its text or not. And you play 1 Albion Dragon, which is honestly probably the best card in the deck. This card is absolutely crazy, and I'll show you that it's because of a card I play my deck to send off of this. Yeah, no Ecclesia because I play Fairy Terror Snow. And Snow has like a lot better synergy because it can banish this to get you like pluses off Mercurier. And then like the thing with Mercurier is that like it's just like an extra hand trap that you grab every turn. I only played 1 of this because I play Allure. So, like, you always get access to this when you draw Allure, basically. And, like, I also played Branded Law, so I didn't want to play more of this because I think it's enough to just play 1. And then I play 3 Edge Chain, and that's it for all the monsters. I play a lot of chains because it's an easy banish off Allure. It's a free banish if against I don't draw my Mercuriers. So that's why. More off. Another reason I played 3 Merc and then 2 Tragedy was because like I didn't really want to allure the Tragedy, but alluring Merc is a lot better because allure into Merc is a free draw 3. And then there was a game where I opened double allure Merc and I drew like 5 cards for free, and I'll show you guys how. So yeah, that's it for the monster count. Let me see this. Then I played 3 for the branded spells and traps. I played 3 branded fusion, 3 opening, only 2 right. I don't think you need more. I think you only need 2 because Kit gives you it back anyways. 2 is like literally the number that I was really happy with. You don't really want to break on this card, to be quite honest. Like I think you just want to grab it when you need it. And then you play 1 field spell. This card is literally insane. Because it's basically a poly, but it's a searchable poly. And then the effect where if a fairy leaves a monster, like when you play the mirror match and they try to like basically nuke your board with Chimera, they have to like pop this, because if they don't, then the Allure comes back. And then when they pop the Allure, then like you can bring back Mirror Jade back, so it makes it more resilient when the fairy monster leaves. When the non-fusion fairy monster leaves the field, so it's pretty nice. And then I play 1 branded loss, so basically 10 branded spell and traps. This card is actually a lot better in this list because I poly a lot more than the average deck list, so branded loss is just absolutely insane. Like every time I activate this card, I just won. There's also a lot of like interactions where you activate branded loss and they griffin it, and then you can like reset it, which is like crazy too. But this card is like absolutely nuts. Like ironically enough, in this deck list, I don't search branded fusion as much, but I search ways to like poly, and like because I want to play around Ash Blossom. So yeah. So that's it. And then we play 3 patchwork and then 2 poly. I think that's all you need. Because the chain and the patchwork gives you access to poly anyways. Like I think just 2 OG polys was good enough. So that's it. Then you play 3 super poly because I was really afraid of scythe decks. The super poly is like really crazy to draw into. So that's like another reason, because like you can easily draw it off of allure. And you can also just like super poly your own monsters to like go for a game. So I think this card was like really good. And because I played 3 Albaz, like, you know, Albaz super poly does like the board as well. So I think super poly was like just really good. I really liked it. So I think like against all the scythe decks you have to play, and against every deck that plays DP, like this card is always gonna be good against. Then I played triple Allure of Darkness. This card is absolutely the goo. Like this card is so bro. It's literally Pot of Greed on steroids. Like, oh my god, this card is literally crazy. Like, so as long as you have a good monster to banish, it's basically Pot of Greed. Okay, so like I was literally like, bro, I have to literally play this card. Yes, I did not play any hand traps. Contrary to popular opinion, I played 0 hand traps. I played no crossout, and I'm telling you, this was literally like insane. Like I would get crossout in the mirror match on my branded fusion, and it literally doesn't matter. Literally doesn't matter. So I just played a turbo version. Like this is like super turbo. And then I played 1 Call by the Grave, and then the Spice branded sword. This is literally insane. I'll show you guys the combo I've been doing. So let me just show you guys why this card is really insane. So branded sword says you can banish this card from your graveyard, target one of your monsters that is Fallen of Albaz or mentions it, and then adds it to your from the banish pile to your hand. You also don't play Foolish Burial because you're already gonna trigger your Tragedy and your Mercurier way enough, so you don't need Foolish Burial. So let me show you guys like some stuff. So this happened in tournament. I opened this. Let me show you guys. Okay. So I went Allure of Darkness, drew 2 cards. Okay. Banish the Mercurier. I'm then gonna use Mercurier's effect to add. No, you don't need Goldstark because you're already gonna use Allure and there's nothing else to Goldstark after, so it becomes a dead card. Add Albion, okay? Then you're gonna go Albion effect to send Branded Sword to the graveyard and put this to the bottom of your deck, and you're gonna draw another card, okay? Now you have 3 cards. You're gonna use Branded Sword to add the Mercurier back to your hand. Now you have 4 cards. Then you go Allure to draw 2 more cards. And now from 2 Allure, I just went plus infinite. Let's see this? 5 cards. 5 brand new cards. And this came up a lot. Like, it was just like crazy. It wasn't even close. So that's the main deck. I'll show you guys some of the combos towards the end of the video, but I got too excited, so I have to show you guys. My bad. Now, let me show you guys the extra deck. So, the extra deck is, we already know, right? Mirror Jade, Lubellion. You play 42 cards. We then play Brigand, Glory Dragon, because we play triple Merc. You play 2 Albion. 2 Albion, triple Merc. You also play Despia Courtless. This card is really crazy. So, like, I wanted Super Poly also because of Sword Soul. Sword Soul is really... Yeah, there's also 1 call by. So, it's 42 cards. 1 call by. 1 call by. That's it. This card should be banned. If you don't think this card should be banned, you're literally a bozo. This card is literally insane. Literally insane. So, then you play Despia Courtless. So, the reason why you have to play this card is because... So, like, I was really afraid of, like, Sword Soul. Sword Soul is, like, crazy. So, like, what you want to do is, like, the way you beat Sword Soul is this. I'll show you guys how you beat Sword Soul. So, like, it's better to show you guys because some of you guys might not understand it. So, like, against Sword Soul, you need to have this card. In your extra, you literally need this card. So, let me explain it to you. So, you go normal summon a Luber, right? Your opponent has Xixiao, Baron, Blackout. Xixiao, Baron, Blackout, okay? That's, like, the board that the average Sword Soul player makes. You go normal summon a Luber. They're going to go Xixiao, Negate. You're going to chain Super Poly to dodge the Xixiao and use Aluber and their Xixiao to make Courtless. You're then going to use a Luber to resolve to add, like, you know, Brand Diffusion or whatever you're missing. Whatever you're missing, okay? Then they have a Baron, right? So then you go Courtless effect to make their Baron 0. If they negate and destroy Courtless, you can then use Courtless effect to summon from the deck a Fallen of Albaz. Right? And then you can use Albaz to fuse with the Baron to make Mirror Jade. Playing around Ash. If they don't negate Courtless, you just attack into it. Now their Baron is destroyed. Then you go main phase 2 and you set up infinite disruptions. So, like, either way, they got checkmated. This card checkmates the Sword Soul player. So that's why you have to play Courtless. Okay. Anyways. 2 Albion, 1 Brigand, it has you Merc, 2 Lubellion, 2 Mirror Jade, 1 Courtless, 1 Titaniclad. So you play Titaniclad because, basically, like, if you get Rivalried, like, it came up for you, like, it's because you get Rivalried, so it's, like, really big because you can go, like, Albion into Titaniclad and, like, you have, like, a really big OTK line through, Rivalry. The other reason I play Titaniclad is because it's unaffected in the mirror match, so, like, you can go for game with this. It helps you out Ignister or, like, Towers monsters because basically, let me show you a line. So you can get this card to 4100 to beat over and add Ignister the rival that's at 4k. So, like, you go, if you activate Brand Diffusion, you can make Lubellion. Make Lubellion with this. You send this, and then you send Albaz. Okay, you send these two. And then you shuffle back the Lubellion, and you shuffle back the Shrouded Dragon, which is an Albaz, to make the Titaniclad. And the Albaz is this card, because it's considered Albaz in the grave. And then you shuffle back a monster with 25 or more attack, which is this. These are both level 8 monsters, which means this goes plus 16. It's now at 4100. Swing. So that's how you out it. So that's why I played Titaniclad. In reality, it could be something else as well, but I think this card is really powerful. Okay. So there's that. I play 1 Parskenion because I play Super Poly. So there's a lot of ways to be able to make this card. There's a lot of combos that make this card, actually. LH matchup is, like, literally free. Yeah, you can also send Titaniclad too at the end of your combo. So Parskenion is basically any Despia monster plus a light and a dark, which is really, really powerful. So, like, basically, Parskenion, there's a combo you can do on the turn 3 with this card. And the way you do it is you do this, chat. You go Lubellion into Albion, and then Albion into Mirror Jade, okay? Typically, some version of this. Because the turn 3, you should have fusion monsters in your graveyard. You should have like a light monster in your graveyard to shuffle back. So you can go Albion with Snow to summon Lubellion. And then you go Lubellion to make Mirror Jade. And your board is something like this, okay? This is your board. And then you can go Poly with Patchworks and use this, or like normal summon a Luber. Use this, and something else to make Proskenion, and Despia monster to make this. So the turn 3, you actually hard make this card, even without Super Poly. But you also play because you have Super Poly in your deck. So yeah, that's why. Its effect, if you summon this, it's probably game. It also can like banish cards or summon cards from your opponent's graveyard, so like it's just broken. And then we also play 2 Chimera and then 2 Masquerades and 1 Sepelia. I missed the second Draco Sepelia. It came up for me. But yeah, there's a combo. I end on double Masquerade a lot in my combo, so yeah. And I think there's someone in the Twitch chat that was watching me play yesterday. I don't know if he's still here, but he'll tell you. This is like no cap. Like with Allure Darkness, I ended on like 10 cards at some point during my combo. So just to like show you guys again what I played and sum it up. I played 2 Chimera, 2 Masquerades, Sepelia, Titiniclad, Lubellion, double Albion, Quartless, Proskenion, double Mirror Jade, and Brigand. So that's it. Then for the side deck, I played 1 Red Reboot because it's broken. Yeah, no Gold Sark are foolish and needed because you have Allure. 2 Twin Twister, 3 Cosmic Cyclone. I was afraid of Monkey. And Cosmic's really good against the Scythex. I played a PK player. Cross out, and then Ash, basically for the mirror match. This card is also super generic, so that's why I play it. And then I played 2 Zombie World, 1 Banshee for like the Flunder players. Now let me show you guys some of the combos that I'm talking about. This ends on like this combo is super unintuitive, and I have not seen anyone do this. So let me show you this combo. Because this combo is like crazy. I know Anaconda because it's not needed in Pure. So you go Branded Opening Pitch Chain, okay? This combo here is literally why you have to play Super Poly if this combo exists. But no one does this combo, so you're usually fine. I play Super Poly for literally Sword Soul. Literally Sword Soul and PK. I didn't even play for the mirror match. That's the truth about it, to be honest. Chainlink 1, Chainlink 2. You're gonna add Patchwork. And then you're going to add Branded Loss. Okay? And now at this point, you go Branded Loss. And you can go Branded Fusion. Okay? You send Albaz. And you send Tragedy. Yes, sir. Oh, let's go. Yeah. That was actually crazy. Yeah, he can tell for sure that I'm not capping. So, okay, you make Lubellion here. This is the combo. Chainlink 1 Lubellion, pitch to chain. Chainlink 2 Tragedy, Chainlink 3 Branded Loss. Okay? Branded Loss is going to grab you Spriggan's Kit. And then the Tragedy is going to grab you Ad Libitum. And then Lubellion's going to... A lot of people use Lubellion to make Mirror Jade here, but you don't do that. Instead, you're going to shuffle back the Tragedy and shuffle back the Edgimp Chain to make Masquerade. Oh, this ends on double Masquerade, Jade, and a Brandon Red. I'm not capping. Now at this point, what you're gonna do is, you're gonna go special Spriggan's Kit and add Brandon Red to your hand. Okay? You're gonna use Red to add back the Albaz and then banish it and Lubellion to make your Mirror Jade. Then you go Mirror Jade's effect, and you're gonna banish the Kit. You have to put a card back for Kit too. So we have an extra. Pretend we have an extra card in our hand to put back, which we will. We have a 5-card hand. Banish Albion to banish the Kit. Then you're gonna activate Poly to use the Mirror Jade and Ad Libitum in your hand to make another Masquerade. And then you're gonna use Ad Libitum to bring this back. Yeah, you have to put a card back. Yeah. And then at end phase, you set Brandon Red. So this is my board. It's literally unbreakable unless you have Super Poly. Because of Albion. This was like a 3-card... It was a 3.5 card combo because you had to put a card back. 3.5 card combo. But this is the board you end on. And you get a hand trap too. Off loss. But this is an FTK. Like, you literally need, like, draw play Super Poly. And that's why I wanted to play Super Poly. So, alright, I hope that makes sense. I explained the profile, guys. Allure is actually insane with Merc. Anyways, don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, sub. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.